Are we live? We are indeed. Let's just share it on here. Refresh. Get all technical stuff out of the way, folks. Share it on there. Share to feed. Share. Oh, that's posted on there. Click on here. Turn this down. We're good. Cheers to those of you who are joining us. Oh, it's a bit wonky, doesn't it? Oh well. Who cares? It is what it is. Welcome to Songs and Stories number 58. Why, hello, Roger. Tonight's going to be rather a chilled one. I'm still recovering from this bloody cold. And I'm not 100%, but I'm going to play a few songs for you anyway. Guten Abend. Guten Abend, Herr Sexton. Let's open up with this. You and me walking through the back streets, back alone. 7 a.m. and dawning in these places that we've known, taking us down and through decades, leading us astray into yesterday. You and me walking through the back streets, back alone, through the museum and these wastelands overgrown, taking us down and through decades, leading us astray into yesterday. You and me walking. That was a song called Memorysea. Guys, the light's really bright. I'm going to do something about it. Let's try this. Oh, that's a bit better, I think. That's better. Roger, Hilary, Alice, Diane, Fred. Thanks for joining, folks. That was called Memorysea. It's off a really early album, cassette actually, called Closer to 7 AM. And you can find that on the Vault or Stevie Jones solo Bandcamp. And yeah, I've said it a few times, very influenced by American Music Club and Mark Eitzel, that song particularly, I think. And I'm going to play you a bit of American Music Club. I've played this a few times before, but I really just felt really like playing it tonight. It's going to be chilled, a chilled one tonight. Time for me to go away. I'll get a new name. Let me try again. Time for me to go away. I'll get a new name. I'll get a new face. Time for me to go away. No, I don't belong in this place. I'm not gonna ask you why you think the parade has passed you by. Or if everything good is gone into the western sky. Hate to see you look that way. All your beauty has left your face. That's such an easy thing to give away. That's impossible to replace. I'll take you in my 2 weekends, and I'll throw you so high. What you fall forever, forever in the western sky. And you'll land and you'll turn into some kind of bride. Somebody sweet bride. See you no more. Who might have read that high? The world's a shadow of what went before. The world gives off none of its own light. Please be happy, baby, and don't you cry. The parade has passed us by. Well, you can still see it shining, shining in the western sky. The western sky, in a western sky. You can still see it shining. You can still see it shining. You can still see it shining. So why don't you start crying? You can still see it shining. You can still see it shining. Few mistakes in that one, folks, but who cares? This is live TV. Anything can happen. And I haven't played that song in ages, and I'm gonna nail it. In the new year, I plan to record an acoustic album, purely acoustic, I'm going to probably call it Songs and Stories Volume 1. I might have mentioned this in the previous stream. And yeah, it's just going to be covers and a few bits and bobs that I've recorded on these streams. I think, like that song, I really want to get it down and get it down properly. You know, songs that have influenced me. You know, not necessarily really well-known songs, but, you know. Anyway, that's the plan. Another new album. But it should be fairly straightforward to do, because it's hopefully just going to be me rather than everybody else. But I said that last time, didn't I? I said that with the last album. I'll go in the new year and I'll record an acoustic EP, and yeah, I'll knock out 4 songs, and then like 2 months later we ended up with a full album. Getting there. Incidentally, folks, it's obviously free to tune in tonight as always, but if you do want to buy any merch, it's still 25% off CDs and whatever t-shirts are left, and it's going to run out at the end of October, so you've only got a couple more days. I've seen someone made a purchase just before I went on air, actually, which is nice. So yeah, feel free to, you know, to buy something or chuck something in the tip jar and go towards a new album. Right, so we go this one then. Oh. The next song, let's see who's online first. Say hello to... Alice. Yeah, your voice has left the building. Yeah, and I was so ill. Hi, Alice. True, James. I might come over and do that. We shall see. We shall see. I definitely want to come over and do a bit of recording with you anyway. Let's see what happens. Yeah, definitely. Right, I did. That's the one I was gonna do. Yeah. And what capo? I was gonna do it open, wasn't I, today? Just down the street from your hotel, baby. Stay at home, my disease. Ain't this position familiar, darling? All monkeys do what they see. Help me stay awake, I'm falling. Down on Virginia and Sullivan, where I got friends who care for me. You've got an attitude of everything I ever wanted. I've got an attitude of me. Help me stay awake, I'm falling. Sleep in perfect blue buildings beside the green apple sea. Gonna get me a little oblivion, baby, and try to keep myself away from me. It's 4:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. It doesn't get much worse than this. In beds, in little rooms, in buildings, in the middle of these lies which are completely meaningless. Help me stay awake, I'm falling. Sleep in perfect blue buildings beside the green apple sea. Gonna get me a little oblivion, baby, and try to keep myself away from me. Well, I got bones beneath my skin, and mister, There's a skeleton in every man's house. Beneath the dust and love and sweat that hangs on everybody, there's a dead man trying to get out. Help me stay awake, I'm falling. Sleep in perfect blue buildings beside the green apple sea. Gonna get me a little oblivion, baby. I'm trying to keep myself away. Sleep in perfect blue buildings beside the green apple sea. Gonna get me a little oblivion, darling. I'm trying to keep myself away. I gotta keep myself away from me. Cheers. Counting Crows. How did that happen? 2 capos. There was 1 on here a minute ago, now there's 2. That's really weird. They're multiplying before my very eyes. Capo. Jim, have you still got Davros? Me and Jim, when we were in Germany, we had this huge, massive, great plectrum. I think he had it. It was called Davros. It was so big, it was like, I don't know, like the size of 3 of your thumbs or something. And we'd lose all our decent plectrum, but Davros would still be there. Maybe we should go into market, Jim, and make Davros plectrums, you know? Take the way home that leads back to Sullivan Street. Across the water, home through town. Past the shadows that fall down whenever we meet. Pretty soon now, won't come around. I'm almost drowning in her sea. She's nearly falling to her knees. Bye, 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 bye. Way home that leads back to Sullivan Street. Where all the bodies hang on the air. She remembers me, she hides it whenever we meet. Either way now, I don't really care. I'm just another rider, burnt to the ground. Come tumbling down. I'm almost drowning in her sea. She's nearly falling to her knees. It's almost everything I need. Down on my knees. Down on my knees. Down on my knees. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Two songs off August and Everything After. The Counting Crows album from about 1993. I think I got into it in 94. Kind of changed my musical landscape a lot, that album. And I remember I bought it on cassette when I was living in New Malden on the outskirts of London, and spent a lot of time listening to it on the tube, you know, and walking around, and yeah, it really resonated with me. And yeah, and I went to see them live, and that was it really. One of those bands that change your world, you know. Okay, let's do an original now. Anyone still there? Gonna fall asleep. It's really mellow tonight. Ryan Waite, you should do Wollaston for a gig. Well, let me know which venue you mean, Ryan. There's a couple of pubs in the Wollaston. This is quite an early song. It's originally a Treehouse song, but then it featured on the acoustic album me and Mark did called Weather the Storm. It's called Better Than Before. Every time you fall apart, I don't know which way to start. And every day as you leave, in every breath that you breathe, you could try to make it all worthwhile, knock down this great wall, and if you could change your mind, make it better than before, better than before. That is a song I wrote in the 90s, before most of you were born. And I remember, yeah, I sang it to this girl down the phone live. Really bizarre. That's another story for the biography, I think. I won't go there. She's like, wow, didn't realise you were a singer. Anyway, I won't go to that place. After I'd just written it. Yeah, still a few here. Thank you for staying with me tonight, folks. And if you're tuning in later on in catch up, it's much appreciated. So yeah, I've been getting over this bloody horrible cold over last week, and I did a gig on Saturday, a covers gig, and over in Earthenborough, and yeah, it went okay. It was nice to see. Yeah, it was just nice to get out there and see Karen, you know. Oh god, my mind's gone completely blank. I forgot what I was going to say then. Anyway, yes. So I managed to get through that gig, and focus. Come on, focus. Yeah, it's a lot of bad illnesses going around. We've had it at work, and unfortunately, on Wednesday we're meant to have Doris Brendel doing a double headline gig with Peter Jones in Oundle at the Little Ember Session, but Doris phoned me up earlier on for a chat, and I didn't recognise her. She was like really deep, gruff voice, and I was like, "Who are you?" Because I didn't have her number on my phone, and she's got it bad. She's got laryngitis, so she's had to cancel the gig. We're still going to go ahead with the Ember Session. Peter Jones is going to be performing, now supported by Candor Craig, who are a great kind of proggy band. They're doing a duo set for us, so that's still going to be a good night. So if anyone's still coming to that, that's going to be great. But yeah, I was just sorry to hear that she's poorly with it as well, and it's everywhere. And I see Fish is on tour at the moment, obviously doing his farewell tour, and he had to cancel a gig. It just seems to be very prevalent, you know. But it's not COVID, because I did a test, and other people I know have done tests. So yeah, it's just that time of year, isn't it? So yeah, that's this week. And then yeah, on Friday I'm actually got an interview on BBC Radio Northampton, and it's going to be at 10:45 on the Bernie Keith show, and I'm really looking forward to that, because it was like 12 years ago that I was last in there having an interview with Bernie. And many thanks to Steve Osborne Media for giving me the kind of heads up with this and get me in there. I put up a post a couple of weeks ago, someone might have seen it, saying I've been ignored by BBC Introducing for 10 years. And it just seemed really weird. Like, I have no idea how BBC Introducing works anymore. I did mention it in my last stream. So I put it up there, and it was just like, why? You know, how come, you know, we've released like 3 albums since we were last on there. Why aren't we getting noticed? You know, why aren't they noticing artists? And it was really productive, because the presenter went on there, Kerry Kosh, and contributed to the discussion on Facebook, and she went and played me on the show last week, which was really nice. So we've actually got played on BBC Introducing. It now features what transpires. It's not just Northants; it has to encompass Northants and 3 counties radio as well. So Northants, Hearts, Beds, and Bucks, and they've just got all these uploads that they've got to cram in there with very little time to talk about bands or even do any research on them. It seems such a terrible waste of a great platform, I think, for original musicians. It's great if you can get on there, but it's literally like quick fire uploads, really. So I don't know, it'd be nice to see more stuff, you know, on local BBC radio for you know, that would help bands talk about, you know, what they're up to with releases and gigs. And Bernie Keith apparently is doing that. He's doing his bit, and Kerry also mentioned that. So I'm looking forward to talking to Bernie anyway on Friday, and I don't know if I've got to play a couple of songs or whatever, but it'll be good. So I'll hopefully be sharing that on the Facebook page. And then on Saturday, on the 2nd, this coming Saturday, I'm supporting Nick Harper at the Lab in Northampton, which is going to be really nice to go back there. I supported him, about 8 years ago. Me and Mark did a set there, and he was the first artist that we supported at the Musician in about 2004. He's a great guy, and he's Roy Harper's son, and Roy Harper's a bit of a hero of mine as well. I saw Roy on my 21st birthday, believe it or not, and yeah, Roy goes right back to hanging around with Led Zeppelin and recorded some great acoustic albums in the 70s, and obviously Nick was brought up in that kind of environment. But Nick's carved out a great career of his own as a songwriter on the on the kind of circuit, and still doing it. It's going to be great to see him. And the tickets are sold out, I think about 75%, so that's brilliant, you know. I've put up posts as well about people buying in advance because so many shows are getting cancelled now. So yeah, it's obviously worked with that one, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm gonna... Who else is on here? Yeah. You're still there, that's good. What I'm going to do now, I can make my computer work. My good friend, Mr. Kevin Hewick, has been releasing a couple of live albums recently. Jim Tetlow has been doing some kind of tidying up of odds and sods that he's recorded by Kevin over the years, and releasing some live albums on Bandcamp. And Jim said, "Oh, I've actually got a recording of you from 2016 when he supported Kevin at his album launch." I couldn't even remember doing the gig. It was really nice of Jim to send it over. And I'm going to play you the recording now, actually. It's not anywhere other than you're going to hear it now. Hopefully I'll put it up on Bandcamp at some point myself. But it's quite a nice recording, a little snippet of me supporting Kevin on his album launch of the 31st of August 2016. Let's see if we can make it work. And while it's playing, I'm going to get a beer.
Next up, just thought it'd be very cool to have a very good friend, great songwriter, and a great inspiration. And this is his church. Here's Stevie Jones.
Thanks very much. It's a pleasure to open up the launch for Kevin. I was listening to the album on the way up, actually. I'm very lucky to get a copy in advance and have a listen. And it really is a fantastic record. Everyone who's been involved done a great job. And yes, I think it's the best thing that I've heard Kevin do anyway. Really strong, very lush sound. It sounds great. Really great songs. And what struck me about the album and the songs is that it's definitely sort of layers of stories that are going on with it. And you'll hear it when you get home and listen to the record. And that kind of links in with with one of the songs off my album, which is called Stratigraphic Heart. Stratigraphy is an archaeological term. I'm an archaeologist, that's my day job, but stratigraphy is all about the layers that build up an archaeological site. That's the title track of my album, and this is it. Team gathers on a fresh winter's morning, loads wheelbarrows in the shed. We are wrapped up, warm and ready for a busy day ahead. We take mattocks and shovels, walk over by the hedge. There's a big yellow machine ready to dig further in the trench. This is who I am. Stratigraphic heart, it makes the whole of me. Took sights from Weimar to Dublin, in the field and the town. Everywhere tells its own story, in the clay and the ground. Bone fragments and flint scatters, and the sherds of pottery. In my hands in the soil, I can feel the prehistory. And this is who I am, this is how I came to be. A stratigraphic heart, it makes the whole of me. The whole of me. The whole of me. The whole of me. And down in husband's birth, Iron Age ditches lay, dug in the sands and gravels. This was their meeting place. I can feel the ancestors round me as they look up to the skies, praying for a better harvest to keep their families alive. And this is who I am, this is how I came to be. A stratigraphic heart, it makes the whole of me. Stratigraphic heart, stratigraphic heart, stratigraphic heart, stratigraphic heart. Oh, the whole of me. Lays inside me. The whole of me. Thank you. Yeah, that was recorded at the Musician, the 31st of August 2016, supporting Kevin Hewitt. And yeah, it's great that Kevin's getting those albums out there, you know, and Jim's helping with it. Kevin's had a hard time recently because his dog Smokey passed away a few weeks ago, and it's really hit Kevin hard. And yeah, I've been checking in with him really, and so it's good really that these releases are out there keeping him occupied. And yeah, I need to catch up with Kevin soon. He's a great guy, and a Leicester icon indeed. Right. Yeah, what was I going to say? I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh yes, tying in with the archaeological theme. Obviously, that song's all about archaeology and my connection with it, and it was my former career, my former day job, like I explained in that song. Today at work, I work at a petrol station, and I've seen them come in before, but I didn't get a chance to speak to them. This lady and this young chap came in, and I've seen they had an archaeological company on the back of one of their jackets. So I had a chat with them and said, you know, are you doing archaeology in the area? And they said, yeah, we are. And I was like, I used to work for you, lass. You know, and they were, oh wow, we went to university in Leicester, and they were like, why did you leave? And I said, well, I'd been doing it on and off for 30 years, and it was time to retire, and working outside, you know, in all the weather conditions really got to me. And they said, don't blame you. It's been absolutely brutal. You know, it's not that cold this winter, but yeah, we're getting sick of it. So that was really nice, and it just inspired me really to pick that song really. And it's kind of like a closed chapter of my life, archaeology. It was such a huge part of like who I am or who I was, you know, and it was something that was in my blood for so long, and now I'm not doing it, and it's just really weird, you know, when you retire from a long-term occupation. It's strange. It's like a chapter in your past, you know, and you look back on it, and you know, I've got some great memories, don't get me wrong, and I do miss bits of it, but it's strange really, and life is very much like that. And that will key in nicely with this next song that I'm going to play for you. Yeah, let's play this. Let's play this song. This is all about changes in your life, really, and you know, and how you can't really go back sometimes, you know, yeah, I'll play it for you. This is of Clarity and Dusk, and it's called Eras. Watching years roll by, he slipped through the eras. Leaves they turn from green to brown and blow away. All of the songs so loud now seem a little quieter. Vibrancy fades into memories. That's areas from the albums Clarity and Dusk, and I thought I'd finish off tonight's show with that. It seemed very apt. It's been a chill one tonight. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in, yeah, I hope you're all doing okay and not got horrible colds like I've had. It saps the energy out of you. But yeah, I hope to see some of you soon at some of the gigs we've got coming up. We've got, not only am I playing at I played at the Lab on Saturday with Nick Harper. On the 8th of November, we're playing at Mama Liz with Stephen Tanner, Liam Vincent and the Odd Foxes and Tony Barker. And that's Mama Liz, Stamford on Friday the 8th. We'd really love you to come. It'd be amazing to see you there. And we haven't sold many tickets yet. I don't think, anyway. I haven't checked in, actually. I've got loads of other gigs to announce as well. They're all on our website. I've just updated a whole load of new dates, which I'm not going to announce publicly. But you can have a look if you like. Go to our website, and yeah, it's a little inkling of what we're doing next spring anyway. Some of the tickets are on sale already, but I'll talk about that later on. But thanks very much for tuning in. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Thanks.